True believers, it's your old pal Spider-Man back again for another Las Vegas travel shave. I had a really great lather the other day, and I'm going to try to recreate that lather. I know in the past I've said that I'm not a bowl lather kind of guy. I'm usually a face lather. For whatever reason, I was lathering up my Valobra soap, soft soap, yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And man, I got a really good lather. Now part of the reason for that was because I have this soaking in some water, softening it up so I can load more, because I'm trying to burn through it by the end of this month. Some people say, yeah, it's wasteful. I'm just trying to get rid of it. It's been sitting around for a long time, so we decided to do a 3017 on the Cadre, where we get rid of some old stuff. And normally if I would do a 3017, I would just do it as is and go through it, but I'm trying to finish it up by the end of the month so that I can start my Williams 3017 on February 2nd. So join us for that. But I'm going to use my TSC first anniversary brush made by Eric Sorrentino. Good thing about using synthetics and using them for travel especially, they don't take very much time. Just dip them in water, they're good to go. Since this soap has been soaking, it is very soft. I'm gonna load on here probably way more than I need, but because of that, the lather should be fantastic. So last time we had one of these chats, I did an Ask Me Anything and answered some questions, had some fun with it. Opened it up again for some more questions. Nobody in YouTube wanted to play. Nobody wanted to ask any questions. You make me sad, YouTube. You make me sad. But the Cadre never lets me down. Cadre asked me plenty of questions. So we're going to get to that today. Because Bill M on the Cadre made a interesting comment about how I had some neat spider bites on my video, we're going to call it spider bites because these are little bites of information from Spider. So spider bites. So we've got the travel bowl going, and you can see this is already like kind of really thick and soupy. So I'm just gonna whip this up and try to get this to come together. There was a lot of water in it, and looking at my soap, I've only got a little bit left. That'll be like probably one or two more shaves. So sweet, I'm gonna be done with it. Luckily, I brought some backup soap with me, so if that ran out, then I would have something else to use. But also, I'm going to do something different for my next shave. My next video, ooh, this is coming together really good. My next shave that I do on video from my hotel room, I am going to do something that I do every now and then, just to show that it works and prove that you can use it. But I'm going to use my hotel soap, just bar soap. I've got this one here, which is Argan Oil Complex Le Coupe Revitalizing Body Bar. I'm thinking a lot of shaving soaps now are including argan oil, so maybe that's gonna help it. I don't know, we'll see. You can shave with anything, so even if it doesn't come together in a really decent lather, it'll still provide slickness, it'll still give me a good shave. But this, holy cow, look at this lather. Like, this is like yogurty thick, like, holy cow. This is amazing lather. But that's what you can get when you load a ton of soap and get the right amount of water in there. Like, that's insane. And that's just, I mean, it's Velobra soft soap. It's nothing really special. It's old. It predates all of the like modern artisan soaps. And it's, you know, not using all the fancy oils and butters that everybody's using now. And it's just a simple soap, and it's producing all that like that. So that is really amazing. This is gonna feel really good. And I've got enough soap here to lather the whole cadre, man. This is like crazy. I'm not even gonna use hardly any of it. Anyways, on to the spider bites. Wood Pusher had a follow-up question from last time, asked me anything regarding the toilet seats. And it was more of a statement than an actual question, but I'll still address it. It basically, in regards to flushing toilets, like he was under the impression that you just didn't flush. And I'm going to be using my Murgress, the Murder version of the Progress, the updated version, which, funny enough, I picked this up and described that while I'm addressing Wood Pusher's question, because I got it from him, and it was part of the estate from Ed, who recently passed away. So this was one of Ed's razors. Anyways, Sam wants to know, or said he thought you just kind of let the bowl fill up, and you know, it kind of has that self-leveling thing where the water level is only going to reach a certain point, so it would just kind of, you fill up and self-drain, which, true, you can do that. But the key is, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. So, especially if you live with other people. I mean, I would think that your wife wouldn't want you filling up the bowl like that. Try to be a little cautious on there so don't do too much, get too close. Don't want to lose it prematurely. Major Rich said, how far is up? Or asked. I think he asked. I don't know if he was just talking about the book, because there's a book that's called How Far Is Up. I don't know if he was just saying the title of that book. Maybe getting some interest that maybe it was a good book to read. It is a book all about the cosmos and like how far things go and stuff like that. So I don't know if he was just addressing that or if he was asking a question. I think he was just asking a question. So how far is up? Well, I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. So I'm going to answer this the way I'm thinking. Up is relative. You need a reference point for something to be up, right? And our common reference point is the Earth and gravity. So when you go and oppose gravity and you go away from the Earth, you're going up. So that's one reference point. The other reference point would be just on a flat plane with maps. And I say, I'm going up north. I'm driving up north. We say that in Michigan all the time. I'm going up north. So in that instance, you can drive north and go up north all the way until the North Pole. And then at that point, you can't go up anymore. At that point, your only option, if you're standing at the North Pole and you take one step, you're going south, you're going down, if that's your reference point. So you can go up all the way to the North Pole and that's it. But in the reference point of the Earth's surface and going up into space, if you look up, you can look infinitely. So how far is up? Up is forever. You can always go further away from the Earth. And since the universe is constantly expanding, no matter how fast you go, you're never going to hit the edge. So you can keep going up and up and up and up and up forever. So how far is up? Forever, Rich. Forever. H-Man wants to know why Nurse Dave is always making jokes about flatulence. Well, for one, Nurse Dave is a child. At heart. Aren't we all? Fart jokes are funny. They just are. And I think he's got like a fanboy crush on Major Rich. And I think in his weird sense of humor, I think him being in the presence of Major Rich when he farts will be like the highest honor that could be bestowed upon Nurse Dave. So he's obsessed with the upcoming TSC Con and getting together with Major Rich. And if Major Rich would ask him to pull his finger, I think that would literally be just the end all be all of bucket list, like the highest praise. Like Nurse Dave could probably die at that point and would be happy. So that's what I'll say about that. And then, man, Scuttlescope just went on a rampage of asking questions. First one was, why is it called the razor's edge? And wouldn't it be a point? No. This is where I'll say there are no stupid questions, only stupid people. No, I'm just kidding. No, an edge is the edge. Edge is defined as like this side of an object or a plane. So that's an edge. So a razor is a plane and it has an edge. A point, basically a point comes up to a point in all directions. An edge only comes to a point on one part of its entire surface. When you rotate it, now it's no longer an edge. A point, like a pencil, has a point because all sides are coming to that one point in space. And an edge, it's coming to a point in a plane, but not in a single dimension. So no, you don't have your words right or your definitions right. Look it up. Next question. Is Turkey the bird named after the country, or is Turkey the country named after the bird? A lot of people might think that's a funny joke, and that the two names are unrelated. They actually are. The bird is actually named after the country, so to speak, or in a way. So turkeys are actually from Mexico. The first Thanksgiving did not serve turkey. They would have served like goose or duck at the first Thanksgiving. But turkeys were actually found in Mexico. And when the British would import them in, or the English, when they would import turkeys, back in the day, the Ottoman Empire was very common, and so it was very common for foreign imports, no matter where they came from, to be called Turkish. So maize was called Turkish wheat, and turkeys, which didn't have a name, but a male bird is called a cock. So they were called Turkish cocks. When they first came into the English world, they were known as Turkish cocks, and that name just eventually got shortened to turkey. So they actually, in a way, were named after the country. Let's see. Oh, so he brought up one of the desert island, pick your favorite soaps. He said, I'm abducted by aliens, and they allow me time to pick one soap, one aftershave, one razor, one brush. What do I take with me? So I'm gonna take, and these questions are just snapshot in time. You could ask me this question in a week and my answer might be different. So you can't hold me to anything that I'm gonna say about this. But man, this leather is so just crazy thick. That's what she said. Did I beat you to that one, Nurse Dave? Or did you say it? While you were watching this, did you say that? Did you say that out loud right when I said that? Or did I beat you? So I'm gonna take probably my favorite soap, which is CBL's Dragon's Blood. I'm also going to take the matching aftershave, CBL Dragon's Blood. I think that is just the most heavenly scent. And I can definitely use that one every day without getting sick of it. Funny enough, I was thinking through this morning before my shave, and the one razor that I'm going to take is what is currently performing the best for me, which is this one right here, my Murgress. And the same thing goes for my brush. I'm gonna take this one right here, my TSC anniversary brush. I'm gonna keep my TSC brothers with me on that alien ship. And being that this is a synthetic, I actually think, from my experience, I get better lathers out of CBL soaps with a synthetic than with a Badger. So my follow-up question, though, is what are the aliens' plans for my shaving needs once my soap and aftershave run out? Are they going to make me more soap? Are they going to make me alien soap and alien aftershave? Or are they going to come back to Earth and let me restock? Just curious. I didn't know how far you thought through that question. This was actually a genuine question. I thought I was just going to get nonsense questions. And this was a genuine question. Scuttlesup's last question to me, he said, are there places on the earth that do not have spiders? Like, everybody says there's no snakes in Ireland. Are there any places that don't have spiders? Spiders have adapted to live on just about every place on Earth. Rainforest, desert, doesn't matter. The only places that do not have spiders are the Arctic regions because it's just too cold for them. They're cold-blooded. So just like you've got no reptiles at the North and South Pole, you also do not have any spiders. So yeah, if you want to get away from spiders, you have to move to the North Pole or South Pole. That's it. Antarctica. There's no way northern Canada. That's how you get away from spiders. Sorry. I don't know if that's what you were going for, looking for a place to get away from them, but that's where you gotta go. The soap is so slick. You can just, whatever residuals here, just a little bit of water. It just brings all that slickness right back. You can do a touch-up pass with hardly anything. And then I had one last question, and this came from Jaro 1069. he said his wife was curious why pizza is made round. It's put in a square box and then cut into triangles. So why is pizza round? Well, most pizzas are round, right? You can certainly make a square pizza to fit that square box. But most pizzas are round because it's more efficient and easy to make pizza in a round shape because it starts with a ball of dough. Ball of dough is round, and when you flatten it out, if you are gonna hand toss it, it's gonna just stretch out into a round shape. So that's the natural shape of pizza. It's the easiest and most efficient. So that's why most pizzas are round, pretty obvious there. Why they put it in a square box? Because again, a square box is the most efficient way to make a box. It's gonna actually take more material most of that material is gonna get wasted in order to make a box that's round and to fit that pizza. Also, if you're looking at stacking and storing these boxes, they're gonna stack and store better if they're a square shape rather than a round shape. And you also don't save any counter space with a round box than you do with a square box because the circumference, or not the circumference, the diameter or the length of the box is going to be the same. Length and width is going to be the same. You're only cutting corners. You're cutting corners. So counter space wise, you're not really saving anything because that corner space that you did save is not usable for anything. And why do they cut it in triangles? First, they're not cut into triangles. Pizza slices are not triangular. They are triangular shaped, but they aren't triangles because the crust has a curved edge. So when you cut a circle into segments, they are called sectors. So a slice of pizza the shape would be a circular sector. And simply put, that's just also why they cut it into those shapes is just because it's the most efficient. It's the easiest way, just boom, boom, boom. You've cut it into your sectors, and now you have a slice of pizza. You certainly can take a round pizza. I'm gonna use my witch hazel while I'm talking. You certainly can take that slice or that round pizza and cut it into square shapes. I mean, your outsides are going to be all funky. You're going to have that one little corner piece that's just crust, and most people don't want that one. I gotta get used to that. The bottom portion of the beard is still holding on to some lather, so clean that up. I don't want soap on my face all day. That'll get irritating. All right, so I'm going to use Spike today for my aftershave. I love the nice herbal scent from Spike, and it is great for healing any nicks or cuts or weepers microscopically. Anything you get, it's just a great aftershave. And then also I'm going to finish up with my little vial here of CBL post-shave oil. / beard oil, right? All right, so I hope I answered all of your questions adequately. I know this went a little bit longer than I normally like to go with these, but we had some information to get to. So again, if you want to see me shave next time with the bar soap, tune in. Hope you had a great time. I'm Spider. Enjoy your shaves. Later.